If you are not aggressive, you will see a lot of things. Oh, I read the scripture that literally blew me off my seat. Matthew 15 is the story of the Canaanite woman from verse 21 to verse 28. Let's read this. I won't explain. Just hear this scripture and see what will happen to your spirit. Then Jesus went thence and departed into the coast of Tyre and Sidon. And behold, a woman of Canaan came out of the same coast and cried unto him, saying, have mercy on me, O Lord, thou son of David. My daughter is grievously vexed with the devil. Verse 23. But he answered her not a word. He was looking at Jesus, koro like this. Help me. And Jesus refused to answer her. Until, see what happened. And his disciples came and besought him, saying, send her away, for she cried after us. That means Jesus kept quiet until the thing drew attention. And the disciples said, people are looking at us as if we are callous people. If you don't want to help this man, tell her to go. Imagine, this is not a man. This is Jesus, the king of compassion. Kept quiet. And the woman wouldn't stop. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lordship of the house of Israel. You see the first answers Jesus gave? The resources I have is not for people like her. She's a Gentile. I came only for the Jews. If it was only this answer, it was enough to turn her away. But that was not all. Go to verse 25. Then came she and worshipped him, saying, Lord, help me. And here the one Jesus now said. But he answered and said, it is not meet to take the children's bread and cast it to dogs. I'm showing you what dog get faith is. That even when God says no, your faith can say yes. Because God can't deny faith. It's not meet to give the children's bread to dogs. You know why? If you are not in the covenant, you have not come into the honor of God. And a man in honor that knoweth not is like the beast of the field that perishes. So also is a man that is not in honor. So Jesus was not insulting her. From the realm of God, those who live without divine purpose, they are like animals. Hear the woman's reply. And she said, truth, Lord, I don't argue with your word. And she still respected and honored him and called him Lord. I won't stop worshiping you because of what you have said. Yet the dogs eat of the crumbs which fall from the master's table. Jesus stood up. Who is this? Somebody said doggedness. See, you relax too quick. Oh Lord, heal me, heal me. You go and lie down. I don't know why God is not healing me. I must be healed. It is either yes or yes. And it must be yes. And it cannot but be yes. Jesus stood up. Hear Jesus' response and said unto her, oh, that's exclamation. The man surprised the master. I thought you knew all things, sir. Yes, I do. But when I see some things that I know, even me, I wonder. Oh, woman, great is thy faith. Be it done unto thee as thou wilt. And the daughter was made whole. The woman was dogged. See, there's a generation that will not say no for and take no for an answer. I must marry. Nothing will stop it. I must prosper. Nothing will stop it. I must work miracles. Nothing will stop it. See, I'm not part of those who are going to cry as if heaven and earth has passed away. I will beseech the master until it happens. Because I know the will of God. In Matthew 8 from verse 1 to 3, Jesus was coming down from a mountain. And a leprous man went to him and said, Master, if thou be willing, thou shalt make me whole. Jesus said, I'm willing. I know the will of God concerning my prosperity. I know the will of God concerning my health. I know the will of God concerning my life. So I will not take no for an answer. Most of us are not dogged. Time makes you change your mind. Men make you change your mind. I've quoted for you many times the story of Bartimaeus. He was shouting from when Jesus entered Jericho till Jesus went out. Jesus entered Jericho and ignored him. He didn't stop. Because if you read it from the different accounts, you will see that one account said he was shouting when Jesus was entering. Another account said he was shouting when Jesus was coming out. That means he was shouting from when Jesus came. He didn't care how many days he will spend. He kept shouting until Jesus was going out. And Jesus had no choice but to stop. Sir, what do you want? He said, that I might see again. See, if you are not dogged, you won't have some things. Some things are reserved only for the dogged. That's why our life is not at the same scale. Some retired too early. Some gave up too early. Some quitted too early. But there are others that said, I will rather die in faith than to turn back. Did you not read about the heroes of faith? The Bible said they died in faith. The best way to die is to die in faith. I will not change my mind. He said, we are not of them that drop back unto perdition, but continue to the saving of the soul. Your faith requires doggedness. When you become dogged, then you enter the last ingredients of faith, which is rest. That's why I say labor to enter your rest. Labor. When you enter the rest of faith, anxiety dies, fear dies. If your faith is genuine faith, all of this indicates